Hi fans of high quality entertainment. It's time again where I talk to you about what I feel is a underrated classic rock album. Some of you, it depends on the person though. Some people, oh, that's not underrated. They're going to argue about that. But this is just, I'm hoping, with these albums that I talk about, that some of you've never heard them and you go and check them out and become a fan of this particular album, which happens to be from 1969. That's right. Now this is not the original cover, which I probably couldn't even show anyway, which featured a young naked girl on the cover. I much prefer this one anyway. I love that group shot right there. Eric Clapton, Ginger Baker, Rick Gretsch, I apologize, don't know how to pronounce his last name, and someone named Steve Winwood. And I remember, I don't know how I got this, I think it was maybe from a cutout bin in 1969 or 1970, but I was like 11, 12 years old. And I'd heard of Eric Clapton, and so I was curious to hear this. And I think I was kind of lukewarm about it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I just thought, yeah, it's okay. And I enjoyed some of the songs on it. But through the years, it has become one of my all-time favorite albums, and definitely, probably in one of in my top 10 list for debut albums, right up there with Led Zeppelin 1 and Sparks' first album, Half Nelson, when they were Half Nelson. Of course, the Beatles' Please Please Me and Pretenders, but yeah, this is right up there. And I was listening to this again last night, and it's one of those records that you play and it sounds fresh every time you hear it. My favorite song, I think, is Can't Find My Way Home. It's just such a beautiful song. But I've always, for the past, for years and years and years, loved Had to Cry Today. I just love, it's kind of stretches out. At first, you're not really that impressed with anything, and then, on further listens, the guitar work, the vocals, everything stands out. Well, All Right, which I sometimes forget about it, but I guess it's a cover version of a Buddy Holly song, which I haven't checked out yet, but I really like it. It's kind of a poppy rock feel to it. Could have been a single, I think. Presence of the Lord, I've always loved. Great guitar work by Eric Clapton and vocals by Steve Winwood. Sea of Joy is probably the one song that has never really stood out for me, although I've always enjoyed it. And last night, I think it was like this long electric violin solo that it just floored me last night. For the first time, I really picked up on it, and it goes on for at least a couple of minutes. And then, along with Can't Find My Way Home, I absolutely love Ginger Baker's Do What You Like, which features a drum solo. Now, I'm not big on drum solos, especially just, listening to them. For instance, seeing John Bonham of Led Zeppelin drumming, that's cool. But to, sit there and listen to it with headphones, it's not always, gets kind of boring sometimes. And I have to flip my potatoes. I'll be right back in a minute. But this drum solo at first, it just, it kind of plods along. It's nothing too impressive. But as it goes along, he gets crazier and crazier. And by the end, he's just really going crazy on the drums. And as much as I don't like Ginger Baker as a person, if you've checked out his documentary on Ginger Baker, in the first 5 minutes he slugs I think the movie director or movie producer. So yeah, he's not the nicest person in the world. But as a drummer, he was awesome. And the song is really catchy too. And it includes one of the strangest, weirdest endings to an album ever. It's really freaky. Even now when I hear it, it's like, what were those members of the band on? They must have been drinking some very potent green tea. So that's it. If there is a link on YouTube, I'll have it in the description below, or check it out on Spotify. And this is, I would like the remastered version, but I guess it goes for big money now on like Amazon and all this. This one is from 2001. So when I want to listen to it, I listen to it on Spotify because it must be the newly remastered version of this. Although this still sounds pretty good. So, if you haven't checked out Blind Faith, check it out. And then come back and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.